welcome to day 1 of the 10-day cleanse. So these are all the questions that I got for today so far. As always, you can email me any of your questions. I will answer them very quickly right away so you get a quick response. But in the videos, I will take more time to explain everything. So first question I got, can I have chlorophyll in my water? And the answer is yes. Can I drink the heavy metal detox smoothie? So if you've worked with me before in other cleanses or one-on-one, I may have recommended for you to have a heavy metal detox smoothie. So if that is the case for you, yes, you can have the smoothie if you have the ingredients. Can I have tofu on this plan? So soy is a bit of a tricky thing. Now, if I'm working with someone one-on-one and they're dealing with they want to heal very fast or dealing with a lot of health issues, I will recommend to remove soy just to give your body a huge break, because soy is often GMO'd. So we're trying to just eliminate anything that could hinder your results. With that said, tofu is an easier food to digest than animal product is. It takes less work on the body. So if you're using tofu as a replacement for meat, because normally that's what you would have had, chicken, fish, or meat, then that's an upgrade and therefore it's cleansing. So you can definitely have it in that case. Would be the same thing with tempeh. Somebody asked me about edamames, so that's more fresh. You can definitely have those. So at lunchtime, in some of the levels, it says cooked vegetables, and I put such as sweet potatoes, squash. Just to clarify, because somebody asked that question, it's really all cooked vegetables. And I just wanted to throw it out there. So the best way to cook your vegetables is in water. So steaming in a broth, like a vegetable broth. So that's the best way. So it's water cooking is the easiest way for us to digest. Roasting and grilling and cooking in oil is a lot harder on the body. So if you're taking it up even another level, you might want to experiment with making more broths, or I gave in one of the recipes for the soup, you can steam the vegetables such as broccoli with some garlic, and then take that water that you steamed it with and just puree it, make a soup out of it. So that would be a way of making a soup without any oil, and then you could use oil raw at the end, which is healthier than having it cooked. Somebody asked me about bone broth. So I don't recommend bone broth while you are trying to cleanse or heal, because when an animal is killed, it's always going to be stressed out because it's about to die. And what happens is the animal's body will flood it with adrenaline, and adrenaline will end up in the bones. And adrenaline, when we ingest it, is very hard on our adrenal glands. It is a drug, a hormone that the liver has to filter. It's very corrosive in the body, can cause hair falling out and cause more acidity in the body. So I do not recommend bone broth. If you want the benefits of bone broth for your hair, skin, your nails, your joints, I recommend nettle leaf tea, which is one of the teas that are in the list. Nettle is really high in silica and the building blocks to making collagen and supporting your hair, skin, your nails, your bones. And it's also very alkaline, helps the bowels, it's full of minerals. So it's actually helping the body where bone broth will not help the body. Even though people sometimes say, but I look better when I have bone broth. Have these people been doing this for long term? And are they doing other things that is actually helping their skin, hair, and nails that they don't realize is really contributing to that? And it's not the bone broth. Maybe they're eating less, so therefore detoxifying a little bit. Maybe they're changing their foods in other ways and they don't realize by adding the bone broth they're eating better or less. So I do not recommend it. If you want further information on that, you can let me know if you have other questions. If you're still hungry, so somebody said that they had their lunch and they were still hungry and then craving sweets. So I just want to say that a lot of times for myself, I feel like when I eat a real meal at lunch, as opposed to, let's say, I wake up and I have just fruits all morning, smoothie, snack on raw veggies, I'm eating very plain till dinner time. when I eat like that, it's almost like I never really open up my appetite, and therefore I'm like more satiated. My mind is more balanced. I don't have much cravings. Then I have like a normal dinner. And then if I want a little sweet thing, like a date or something, we'll do, and I'm not that hungry because I ate like a nice meal and it's really close to the end of the day. So there's not much chance of me overeating anymore because it's like the end of the day. I notice that when I have breakfast and then a lunch, I always want something sweet after I have a lunch, even if it's just like a salad or something. It's almost like that meal had a bit of salt, a bit of oil maybe, and it really opened up my appetite, but it wasn't heavy enough. So I always end up wanting to eat more. And I don't know what it is. It's about eating like in the middle of the day, or eating like a breakfast will automatically open me up. That's why I really feel more energy and better when I eat more light to heavy, and I keep the dense meal at dinner. So I encourage you to try it out and see for yourself. It usually takes away that hunger right away. But you need to eat as much fruit and vegetables as you want. But keep it really simple. But if you have a traditional lunch because that's what you want and you're still hungry, ask yourself, are you eating enough? Did you have enough volume? When you're eating more plants, you need to eat big salads. Like, you need to eat more. Also, if you're craving something after that, have dates. You can have honey, like a tablespoon. You can have maple syrup as a tablespoon. Any dried fruit without sulfites. And depending your level, you could also do maybe like a nut and seed ball. That could be helpful, maybe with a herbal tea, so it fills you up a little bit more. Herbal teas are great for that. Yeah, so those are my suggestions. And just make sure that you're hydrating enough throughout the day, because we often mistaken dehydration with hunger. So how much fruits can you have? So as much as you need. You're on a cleanse. Fruit is the most cleansing food. You're going to eat as much as you need. And if you eat enough, it's actually going to help you not have cravings for sugar later on in the day. So you want to eat the whole watermelon, eat the whole watermelon. Can you have soda water? No. So Soda Stream, mineral water, San Pellegrino, Perrier, no. So they are carbonated water, and what causes us to be low energy, bloated, headachy, inflammation is when there's too much carbon or CO2 gas from fermentation and rotting in the body. CO2 gas is something that the lungs have to detoxify of. We breathe in oxygen, healing, nourishing. We breathe out toxic CO2 gas. By drinking carbonated water, you're putting in something that the body is trying to reduce. So not a healing food at all. Go for water, ice, lemon, something like that, mint. And that's it. So those are the questions that I had for today. Keep them coming, and tomorrow I'll do another video with all the other questions I get. Good luck.